A scalp. A scalp. A scalp. People say, what is a scalp? A scalp is a statement. A scalp is when you try and tell people that you're for real, because people may not think that you're for real. See, when people said Italy could win this, because we're going to go way back. We're going to go back to your boy Roberto and your boy Nick. When we did that whole Italian squad preview, and they said, no, we think we can win that. I was like, what? Excuse me, what? They said, no, we believe we can win the Euros. I was like, okay, cool. I know you're unbeaten for 3 years and 4 years. Who gives you the right? Who gives you the right to believe that you can be unbeaten? Cool. They did well in the groups. Cool, scoring all those goals. Cool, they came through Austria, but this was the game in which, let us see what you're really made of, because these guys, for some strange reason, are the number 1 ranked team. They're the number 1 ranked team. And we know of the talents they have. I'm going to talk about Eden Hazard and De Bruyne. But the way that it's not that Italy beat Belgium, it's the way that they beat them and the multiple styles that they used. Guys, this is very real right now. Italy, you now have a realistic chance of lifting this trophy. Let's get it. Great game. Let's start there. This was a very, very good game. And I think really the narrative leading to this game, I think, apart from obviously it being a very good game, was obviously Hazard and De Bruyne, 2 of Belgium's best players, who would be fit, who would not be fit. So it was like a good news and bad news. De Bruyne, hey! Hazard, hey! So coming into that, it's in a new, okay, whoa, we don't have to deal with the full fulcrum of Belgium's attack of course, Hazard, De Bruyne, and Luke Skywalker. Well, we get to Luke Skywalker. And this is always my question is that Italy, you are not facing Wales, you're not facing Turkey, you're not facing Austria. This is Belgium, number 1 ranked team. That doesn't mean anything, but still. And an attack. Are we going to see Catenaccio? Are you going to go defensive? To my shock and my admiration, Italy stayed true to what they've done at these Euros. Because I thought with Belgium and so forth, is Mancini going to change it? So I was like, wow, whoa. You're going to stay true? You're going to stay true? Because my thinking was, if this is open warfare, as it was, end to end, as it was, the world was as it was, I'd pick Belgium. Because I feel like an open game would suit Belgium. Surprised. Impressed. Rob G and Nick, what up? Gallo. I'm going to DM you on Instagram, bro. Gallo. Nick. Italy put forth a superb performance. Now, I need to confirm. Obviously, I need to make a phone call and confirm. But what I'm hearing from the adoption agency, this is what I've heard from the adoption agency. Again, I've not confirmed, but what I'm hearing from the adoption agency is Giorgio Chiellini has acquired legal adoptive rights of Romelu Lukaku. Now, I don't know what's happening and so forth, but we need to get full confirmation. But what I'm hearing from the adoption agency, because just call them right now, they say that, yes, we can confirm that Giorgio Chiellini has legal rights to Romelu Lukaku. He's adopted him. Legal adoption. Was a shutdown. It was a shutdown. I spoke about Barella. And you see, guys, this is why you shouldn't be merchants of the league that you follow. Because if you're merchants of the league you follow, you know what I've been saying for a long time. Barella. Watch out for this kid. This kid is something. This kid is something. Because this kid, in terms of an attacking midfielder, Italy have a really, really nice kid on them. And that was a damn good goal. A damn good G. And once Italy went one goal up, it was okay, now Belgium, what are you going to do? I'll get to Belgium. For most of the tournament, see, Insigne has had a pretty good on-off tournament, and I think, he's always going for that shot. Basically, he's evoking his inner Rob. He's always going for the whole size up the defender, create that bit of space, and go cut in and go for that bottom right-hand corner. He's always looking for that. So he got it in the it was the first game that he got it in against Turkey. But since then he's always looking for it. I said, look, are you going to do it against someone like Courtois? Oh, sorry. Before I get to the Insigne goal, the Barella goal, watch that Barella goal again. Watch that goal again. Courtois goes to save it, and then he retracts his hand. He retracts his hand because he assumes the ball's going wide. Courtois saves that. Because Courtois is, first of all, he has great reflexes. He's a good keeper, and he's got long arms. So he should save it. But if you look at the replay, he goes to save it, but he retracts his arm because the ball goes out so wide, he thinks it's going to go away. Bad move. He should never, ever assume. As a keeper, never assume. Just go for the save. Because he knows he effed up. But to Insigne, I was like, look, can Insigne get it off against someone like Courtois? That has to be one of Insigne's best goals. Based off who he scored against and based off the sheer beauty and precision of the shot, it has to be one of his best goals. And also, it was a crucial goal, because it's turned out to be it was a winning goal. It was the winning goal. I was just impressed by Italy's command of the game. How they attacked, how they created space, how lively they looked. I think Kaiser right now, he has to hold down the freaking spot, and also the defensive work. Because the key thing is that you can attack all you want, but you still need to have defensive discipline. You still need to be able to be defensively intact, defensively confident, make sure that everything is all fully intact on the defensive tip. And they did that. They did that very well because Lukaku found it very, very difficult, and Chiellini walked Lukaku hard, and he made it tight on him. But for Belgium, you see the issue. See, let's talk. See, De Bruyne did his thing, and he did try a few misplaced passes and so forth, but he did try. Doku, I thought, had a quality game. I think he was Belgium's dangerous player. He was Belgium's best player. He was a guy that caused the most issues. I felt that was a soft penalty. With De Laurentiis, I felt that was a very soft penalty. But beyond that, Doku it's to a point where they were like, bro, get this ball to this guy. Because he was the guy that was really trying to create things and make things happen. And I really believe they were missing Eden Hazard. Because here's the thing. Look at Hazard in the first half against Portugal and in the second half against Portugal. Before Belgium scored against Portugal, Belgium couldn't buy a goal. You don't know where the goal was coming from. Then once they went to goal up, Portugal had to come out. Thus, it gave him space. And Eden Hazard was cooking in that second half. This game was made for Hazard. And maybe, see, my thing is that would Mancini have maybe changed his formation knowing that Hazard was... if he knew that Hazard was fit, I don't know. But my thing is that this game was made for Hazard because Hazard, given the space, you know how he would have been a lot more efficient and productive on the ball. Doku had a very good game, but Hazard maybe would make the right pass, the right decision, play the right guy in, force some guys away just based on just his technical ability and on football IQ. Lukaku had opportunities. Because you look at the big one was Spinazzola. For Spinazzola, just fortunate. Because he was just in the right place at the right time. Lukaku didn't really get a good connection with it, and Spinazzola just had to stand there, blocked him, and boom. So that was huge. that was huge because again, and also that came through Doku's good play. And I think the other one, he was the ball just went over his head, man. Spinazzola, that's bad. You see, it's so bad whenever things like that happen because it's like he has been Italy's best and most consistent player from game one. From game one, he's been cooking, and you just felt that no, this is his tournament. He is really feeling this tournament. As in both ends, he's been great, but he's out. You know, you could just tell by the way he was crying and how he reacted to that. He's out. He's out. You know, he won't be able to come through, man. Belgium's best chance of winning something, this golden generation's best chance of winning something, was 2018. That's my view. 2018 was their best chance to win something. And I felt that when they did 2018, I was like, "Dumb, it's done." And I never ever even put Belgium as one of the guys to win these Euros. You know, because I don't care what the ranking says. I don't care what you do in friendlies. You know, just this game was about character versus talent. Character versus talent. Belgium, the most talented team left in the competition. Italy are very talented as well, but I feel like Italy's biggest strength is their character. Like, and I just felt that character may just pip talent in this, especially when you don't even have Eden Hazard there. But I'll keep it real with you. Even if Eden Hazard was here, Italy just had something extra. And when you just saw Italy on the attack, Italy just created more opportunities and looks far more dangerous as an offensive unit than Belgium did. So my thing is this: is that what do we say about De Bruyne? Did he flop? Did he flop? You see, De Bruyne is an amazing player. He's an amazing player. And of course, he's a quality player. But to be that dude and that guy, you've got to find a way. Either you give it to someone who's going to do it, or you go full on Thanos. You go full on Thanos and you do it yourself. You know? And I'm sorry, it is on your resume that with no Eden Hazard, you weren't able to get it done. You had, if you are that guy and that, because remember, there is nobody on this Italian side that anybody praises, because who talks about Chiesa? Who talks about Insigne? These are those guys who are obviously in this area that everybody disrespects. But De Bruyne, you are the Man City guy. You are the EPL guy. You are Player of the Year and so forth. So really, on that pitch, you are, according to football Twitter and the football world, you are the best player on that pitch. And being the best player on that pitch, I would expect more. And I expect you to make something happen. So this goes again to say that when money time comes and the big game comes, can De Bruyne be a match winner? Can he get that goal? Can he make that difference? Unfortunately, it was not able to happen. For Lukaku, again, the opportunities were there. Again, they were not numerous, but when you're dealing with such high stakes, you get 2 or 3 chances. 3 at best. You've got to make at least one of those count. You have to make at least one of those count. Italy have an amazing opportunity. And I think as of right now, based off these results, I'm like, whoa, the best team left in this competition is Italy. The team who have performed the best is Italy. They are the team who, from game 1 to now, even against Austria, they just Austria frustrated. But Austria may have been their weakest game, but even they still played well there, and they were still the better team. But from game 1 to now, they've been quality. Everyone else has been up. Like Spain struggled in the first 2 games, much better in the third game. England have never really played well. Denmark against Belgium, so up against Belgium. So every team, there's sort of like a blemish on them. But for Italy, they're looking good. But it's like, I think, again, we're looking ahead to Spain and so forth, because obviously Spain got through a long game. See, for me, Italy have just got to be very careful, because in a semi-final, anything can happen. On paper, and forget paper, based off what we are seeing at these Euros, Italy should beat Spain in 90. Should. But as we know with football, should isn't a certainty. Should doesn't necessarily always seem to happen. But if Italy play their game, don't make any mistakes, and play like how they play to the best of their ability, I don't know how Spain beat them. I don't know how Italy do not beat Spain. And Italy, because Italy now can say to themselves that because they're brimming with such confidence, that this is such a big scalp, Italy are now saying to themselves that we can win this. If we play to the best of our abilities and we play to a high level, and everyone plays to their highest level, we can win this. The Spinazzola injury is big though, because Spinazzola has been extremely important to Italy. So I don't know how damaging that could be, because Emerson, shout out to Emerson, UCL winner, Chelsea player, shout out to your boy Emerson. That is a massive downgrade on Spinazzola, because Spinazzola has been one of the most impressive players at this tournament. Forget about this, he's been one of the most impressive players at this tournament. So for Italy, man, but see, this is the thing. You can't assume. You can't assume. So Italy have got to be very careful, because the danger for Italy right now is, oh my God, we are probably the best team. No, we are the best team left in this competition. But then again, how many people picked Italy to beat Belgium? Some did, but I think a lot of people would have said Belgium, based off their history, World Cup semi-finalists, third at the World Cup and so forth. Italy didn't even qualify for the last World Cup. People would say, oh no, Belgium. De Bruyne, Lukaku, all these dudes, Belgium. So the team that is so-called better, or the team that is so-called favored, or the team that is better on paper, doesn't necessarily win. All that matters is execution, 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 execution. So on this game tonight, Italy, from the defense to the midfield to the attack, executed better. Donnarumma. Let's talk about Donnarumma, who I believe he is going to be the next great keeper. I think once Neuer leaves, Donnarumma will take his place on the throne as the best keeper in the world. It's obvious. Even at his age, he's already top 5 keepers right now, because this guy makes saves. This guy makes saves, and yet again, he made some very, very big saves for Italy. So you're already seeing just how important he's to the Italian side, man. So look, man, and I think as well, you look at this side, it just shows you this whole thing of like, which league is better, which league is better. Look at Italy. Apart from Verratti, I think apart from Verratti, everyone plays in Italy. Chiesa, Italy. Immobile, Italy. Barella, Italy. Insigne, Italy. Oh, sorry. Jorginho, basically, I think it's just Jorginho and Marco are the only guys that don't play in Italy. De Lorenzo, I'm not sure. I think he plays in Italy, but everyone else plays in Italy. So, and this just what this thing shows is that what you may be for your club isn't necessarily what you will be for Italy. There's just something about whenever Italians come together and put on that shirt and put on that jersey, there's a different mindset, there's a different psychology. But I think the thing that surprised me the most is I always believe that if Italy go against their DNA, which is Catenaccio, can they still succeed? But from what we've seen, they can. But the funny thing is that, because that's even what they were saying, I think that's what Shearer was saying on the whole BBC coverage. They've showed amazing attacking football and everything, which is not what we normally see from Italian sides. But when it now came down to let's now get down to lock and key. Let's lock this down and protect this lead. They know how to do that, you know. So for Belgium, I think, look, man, it's the end. It's the end. It's the end of the golden generation, and I think that there's no point in us talking about what they can do, and it's over. For Belgium, it's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. Like, it means nothing. And also, guys, they should, people, and I've been saying this for years, people should stop mentioning the rankings. Rankings do, that you get points for winning friendlies. Rankings don't mean anything, because people have a different mindset when they're playing a friendly and once they're playing a tournament. And this game just showed that Italy, just psychologically, mentally, were sharper and far more up for this game than Belgium were. And also, just the last point, Chiesa. Even if Chiesa didn't score, you can see how sharp he is. See, he's sharp. The guy is sharp, and the guy he was honest, and he just gives Italy far much more of a threat than Thingy do, man. But also shout out to Giorgio, man. I mean, Italy's defense, they kept it down. They kept it down on lock and key. So, but the only worry is that thing of Di Lorenzo of the Don, Di Lorenzo, Giorgio, Bonucci, and Spinazzola, that is a great core. So with Emerson coming in, will he still be able to at least fit into that mold in the way that Spinazzola did? It remains to be seen. It remains to be seen, man. All right, let's see what some of you kids are saying, man. Let's see what some of you kids are saying, man. And shout out to Spain, man. Shout out to your boys, Spain. All right. So, from King Mbani, man. Thank you for the dog, King Mbani. King Mbani says, say again, Lukaku is still the same. Serie is weak. It's a difficult one. You know, King Mbani, it's you know, you've really put me in a binder there. It's a difficult one. It's a difficult one. Because Lukaku didn't have the greatest game. And some people will say, cool, you had a great season, double goals and assists. But I think if you're now to be seen as an elite striker, you need to now be able to come up big in games like this and against top defenders. Why was Ronaldo so heralded? The real Ronaldo. It's because he did this against the very best defenders, some of the best defenders we've ever seen. So for Lukaku, he didn't have the greatest game. And we have to be real. Georgia held him down. Now, I'll be real with you. I don't think he had enough support in terms of, because remember, he's used to playing with Lautaro Martinez, who is very near to him and who can bounce off of. Here's why I said, guys, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to say it. Belgium were missing Eden Hazard. I know you hate him and so forth. Belgium were missing Eden Hazard. If Eden Hazard plays, I don't know what the game would be. I'm not saying that if Eden Hazard plays, Belgium would win, but I think with Hazard and De Bruyne in there, I think that would have helped and amplified Lukaku. But if you have to be seen as a top striker, as Lewandowski showed, you've got to find a way. You've got to find a way. And also the annoying thing now is that now, because I was hoping that Lukaku just score one more goal. Just one more goal. Do you know, guys, I know it's going to happen. Cristiano is going to get the golden boots, scoring 3 penalties, and it's happened. Amazing. From Junior Koroma, thank you for the dub. Junior Koroma says, HH, Lukaku bricked a sitter. Benzema has proven to be the best striker in the world and is looking like an England versus Italy finals. Okay, let me break this down. Lukaku should have put that away. You should have. You can say, okay, it was too fast. A game of this magnitude with such high stakes. A game of this magnitude with such high stakes, Lukaku, you've got to put that away. You know, you bricked it. I'm not going to induct you, but you bricked it. For me, it's between Benzema and Lewandowski, but you know what? I may give it to Lewandowski. No, I'm going to give it to Lewandowski. Dodd. Lewandowski getting 3 goals with those fruit sellers, for me, means more than Benzema getting his goals with far better support that Lewandowski. If Lewandowski had the kind of support that Benzema had in France or what he had in Belgium, he's cooking. It's looking like the England-Italy finals. Don't rule out Spain. Again, Italy will be the favorites, and I think Italy should win. Don't rule out Spain. Because see, I always say this in football, because see, if we calculate it, if we do football calculations, Italy just very deservedly beats one of the best teams in Europe, in Belgium. Spain were held by Switzerland 1-1. And when they had a man over, they were still unable to put 1 goal past a 10-man Switzerland for the whole of extra time. So you say, look at the dynamics Italy should, but again, see, I don't know how Italy will match up against Spain. Maybe that may be a better matchup for Spain. And maybe the space that Italy will give Spain, Spain will like it. Now, how will Spain defend against Italy? So I don't know. So I am very intrigued. I can't go out on a limb and just say, yeah, Italy are definitely going to beat Spain. Let's see. Because a semi is a semi. A semi is a semi. From Junior Koroma, man. Thank you for. Oh, yeah, sorry again. So from Martin Rosario says, Lukaku. Latin Rosario is a Juventus fan. They lost to FC Porto and they only just managed to come fourth in Serie, and he's hating because Lukaku pimp slapped his club by leading Inter to a Serie title. I get it. Lukaku wasn't great, but he still scored a penalty. He's still G'd up. He's still G'd up. From Zoteng TV, man. Zoteng TV says, thank you for the dub. Zoteng TV says, HH, Belgium is a waste of oxygen with a Wigan manager. My thing about Belgium is, again, I said that this game was talent versus character. Belgium are supremely talented. Do they have the character? You don't win a trophy via talent alone. The only team in history who won a trophy via their talent was Brazil in 1970 because they were just too good. Most times you need, of course, you have to have talent. That's standard. You need strong character. The reason why this Belgium side, as talented as they are, will never win a trophy, they don't have the character and the mentality to be able to come through the fine margins of these close games. Because if they can beat up on these teams, but you now get to a quarter or a semi or a final, I think they lack that cutting edge and that character to be able to come through, which is what Italy showed. Which is why I just said, like, football heritage is real. Football heritage is real. Okay, look, yes, he managed Wigan. It doesn't mean that the dude is trash, man. Common man. From LSK Laxon, man. LSK Laxon says, Tim's lives. Another narrative out. The Rats up next. Speaking of Marco, who gave the assist to Barella? I can't remember. Guys, anyone gets live chat. Who gave the assist to Barella for the opening goal? I don't know who it was. Do you know who gave the assist to Barella for the opening goal? Was it Jorginho? Was it Chiesa? I think maybe it was Spinazzola or something. I have to go and look at who scored. I don't know. Who was it? Damn, I can't remember. Oh, man. Jeez. I can't remember. So, wait, who was it that gave the assist? Jeez, I have no idea, man. Marco's still there. He's still there, man. He's still there. But yeah, my narratives are falling down like a pack of cards. My narratives are falling down, man, for sure. King Gumbani says, Lukaku has never been a top 5 striker. Weak league. King Gumbani, relax. See, people love being reactionary. Yes, he didn't. Okay, he scored a penalty. He still scored. So he still showed up. He still GG'd up. He still scored. So he didn't draw a blank. He scored, and De Bruyne, I'm sorry. De Bruyne alone, De Bruyne ain't that great. If Eden Hazard was saying Lukaku gets 2 Gs. He gets 2 Gs because Hazard just has more quality than De Bruyne. De Bruyne ain't it. De Bruyne ain't it. And De Bruyne was not giving Lukaku enough of the chance he needed to score. So, like I say again, in a big game, De Bruyne just does not give me enough. Don't give me enough. He's still top 5. Relax. This takes nothing away. He's still top 5. From a boy Latin Rosario, Marco showed up. Not gonna lie, a very good game. Easy, relax. HH. Lots. Look. I think who gave the assist? Who gave the assist to Barella? I have no idea. Who gave the assist to Barella. That's what I want to know. Who did? Someone tell me who gave the assist to Barella. Marco is just living. Marco is just trying to live his life. And I want also to know, are yellow cards wiped away from semifinals or are they kept? It'd be wild if they're still kept for the semis, man. From Daniel Gonzalez. I just wonder who will have the most possession, Spain or Italy? Spain for sure. Like, Spain focus a lot on the possession. Italy will have a bit. I expect Spain to have more possession, but it's going to be a good game. How will Italy deal with Spain keeping the ball? How will they press? How are they going to look without the ball? How are now Spain now going to cope and defend with the way that Italy attacks, specifically with that front three? Immobile is inconsequential. So it'll be a fascinating game. But I do expect Spain to have more possession. It'll be interesting though, because my thing is, will Italy demand and want possession? Or will they be happy to give Spain possession, try and win the ball in dangerous areas, and just quickly break? Because remember, Italy play on the front foot. That's why it's going to be a very interesting game. But Italy play on the front foot, so they won't sit in deep. So if they play on the front foot, it's going to give Spain space in behind. So Busquets and so forth will be able to now pin passes and so forth to Jessica Alba and your boy Azpilicueta. So it makes for a fascinating. That's going to be a really interesting semi. From Latin Rosario again. Oh no, sorry. I missed this one. So from 7625E, thank you for the dub, 7625E. 7625E says, I'm sorry, but Doku did more than KDB. And how old is this kid? Doku. How old is this kid? This kid is, how old is this kid? Doku age. He's 19. Dude is 19. 19. And he's going to be 20 next May. So I'm sorry, but Doku did more than KDB. This dude, KDB, looks older than Chiellini when he runs. Shake my effing head. They needed Eden. Easy. Doku, De Bruyne had a decent game. I'm not going to hate De Bruyne had a decent game. A 19-year-old was Belgium's best and most dangerous player. The highest likelihood of a goal coming was from a 19-year-old called Doku. Not Goku, Doku. And again, you see, the issue is that if you give KDB the ball, he's not necessarily going to make something happen. KDB needs to be in space. See, KDB in a counter-attack in space is super dangerous. You give him the ball and he now has to face up to someone. The thing with Doku is just give the kid the ball. Give him the ball to fit, and he's going to try and he can create something if you just give him the ball anywhere on the pitch. You've got to give KDB the ball in space, because what you need in this game is, bro, KDB, just get the ball, make something happen for us when you have the freaking ball. Okay? Make something, even if you have 2 or 3 guys around you, ball at your feet, what are you going to do? Dribble, get past someone, take someone out of the game. He done had it. But your boy Eden has that. Guys, I'm sorry. This shows that this team needs Eden Hazard. I'm sorry. I know you don't like it. The narrative lives. Eden Hazard is this team. He is this team. He's always been this team. He has always been this team. So you can hate, you can moan, you can do this and so forth. Eden Hazard is this team's crown jewel. He is this team's. You think Eden Hazard was on this pitch with this space, he doesn't ball? If Eden Hazard was given this kind of game with this space, given the ball, he will score. He will say what's up. That's why I'm so pissed off. I'm so angry, because this game was made for Hazard. This game was made for the Garden of Eden. But you know what it is. From your boy Latin Rosario, if Italy wins the Euros, give Jorginho Ballon d'Or baller. It depends on Argentina. Now, if Argentina don't win the Euros and Italy win the Euros, so if Argentina don't win the Copa America and Italy win the Copa America, but Jorginho, I mean, they're not going to give it to him. Like, come on, it's not so it's not happening now. No, they won't swap. It would be interesting though. It would be interesting. From YSK Jackson says, Doku went Goku. Labille greater than Kevin De Beach. Woo! That's harsh. No, Doku went Super Saiyan, man. He may have needed to go Ultra Instinct. I think they needed Ultra Instinct, but he was Super Saiyan. He was Super Saiyan in this whole thing. He went blonde. They probably needed that blue hair to say what's up, man. But no, guys, I keep telling you, man. Look at what Pogba has done at this Euros. If it wasn't for freaking Kempembe doing the freaking break dance, Did De Bruyne have the kind of game that Pogba had against Switzerland? Huh? What? Put Pogba. See, that's the difference between Pogba and De Bruyne. De Bruyne will always defer. Pogba will produce. If you're not scoring, Pogba will say, Thanos, I'll do it myself. Without goal that he scored. That's why there's a difference. Labille is that dude. De Bruyne is a side chick. De Bruyne has always been, will always be a side chick. He'll always be the Labille has always been the biological father of De Bruyne. He's always had legal custody of him. Always. Always. There's just you clowns that say, oh, there's never been a comparison. Labille has always had legal custody of De Bruyne. Labille is clear, has always been clear. From a boy yesterday, what's up? Thank you very much. Yesterday, Saeed says, Jorginho HH. Sarri really had a vision at Chelsea. This guy, Jorginho, bust KDB again. FA Cup semi-final, UCL final, and now Jorginho is that dude. Look, Jorginho has been very key for Italy and for Chelsea. He's been very key. And he's been very important because he is the guy that keeps the midfield intact and keeps things going, because Barella and Marco are the guys that sort of roam. Because Jorginho is the guy that really sits. And the guy that sits has a very important role because he allows the guys like a Marco and a Barella or Locatelli to really move around. So Jorginho, he's going under the radar, but he's doing his thing. He's doing his thing in midfield. And it's going to be a great battle between Jorginho and Busquets. That's going to be a great battle. I'm going to love that midfield battle. Jorginho and Busquets, man. But yeah, look, KDB is from the road. KDB guys from the road, man. How are you getting bossed up by Jorginho, a guy that people were trashing? How good is KDB really? How good is KDB really? But whether it's enough for Jorginho to win a Ballon d'Or, nah, because you need better press. From your boy Kyle Mukian says, it's been a good run, Spain, but this is where your Euros ends. Italy will lubricate Spain. Nope. No. You see, what people have to realize is never, ever assume. Never, ever assume. On paper, Italy should give birth to Spain. Look at how many. Italy have only conceded 2 goals. Spain have conceded, so that's 1, 3. I think that there's 3. I think they've conceded like 5 goals. So Spain have conceded a lot. So the defense ain't that strong. So if you just put them to they don't concede much. Italy do score a lot of goals. Spain's defense ain't that strong. On paper, it should be, but football is complicated. Even more so if it's a semi-final. Because of the semi-final, Spain will be like, okay, bet, relax. I don't think Luis Enrique is stupid. Now, he may look like a guy from the Spanish favela and so forth, but he's not that stupid. Enrique know, all right, these Italians are not to be traveled with. We now need to make a few tweaks defensively with and without the ball to say what's up. But no. It's respect a semi-final. Respect a semi-final. They're not going to get touched. They're not going to get touched, but it'll be a lot closer than people think. From boy Wisky Jackson says, brick strike has both ends. T-Mobile. T-Mobile versus Timberlands. Insult Lukaku all he wants. To do something. Immobile. This dude is trash. People are not even saying that much and everything. Immobile had a garbage game. It's lucky that Italy played so well and they did so well because Italy were playing with 10 men. Immobile was not on that pitch. In these past 2 games, Immobile has been really bad. But the issue with Italy is what do you do? Because it's either him or freaking Bellotti. A guy that looks like someone's unwanted child. Guys, I don't care what anyone says, guys. Bellotti is is Igor's cousin. Igor's cousin is Bellotti. They look exactly the same. That is Igor's cousin. So it's either a guy that has no mobility, aka Timo Mobile, as Waske would say, or Igor's cousin. Those are 2 pretty bad choices, man. But don't put Immobile and Sims in the same thing. Immobile was gutter trash. From your boy Hamza 3096 man says, Lukaku despite his improvements, prone to prone to miss a setter. To be an elite striker, you have to take those chances. You have to take those chances. He's still a very good striker. I'll still put him top 5, but that's why you can't put him top 3. He's still top 5 because you can't name me 5 strikers better than Lukaku. You can't. He ain't top 3 because Benzema puts that away. Lewandowski puts that away. The Cannibal probably puts that away. Probably. Mostly Jay says Italy has something no other team has. Chemistry. Yes. Incredible chemistry. Incredible. I think for me, which is what makes this semi-final so amazing. The team with the most chemistry is Italy. The team with the second most chemistry is Spain. Spain have very good chemistry. Spain just don't have a striker. Spain have 2 trash strikers. Like if Spain had like a David Villa or a Pique Torres, oh my gosh, they would easily have seen off Switzerland and Croatia. But Spain have great chemistry, just that their strikers are garbage. Italy have the best chemistry here. So 2 teams with the best chemistry. Woo! I'm hoping for a really good game. From YSK Jackson says, to be fair, this is on teams. They beach tried, but #no excuses. So are we blaming Lukaku for this loss? That's harsh. That's harsh. That's harsh. You can't put this all on Lukaku, man. You can't put this all on Lukaku. That's harsh, man. That's harsh. But De Bruyne did give him a pass, man. He did give him a pass. He tried, but De Bruyne just ain't that dude. And the thing with De Bruyne is that's why De Bruyne, you're not Paul Pogba, because De Bruyne, okay, these players are not going through. Score, shoot and score, which is what Paul Pogba did. From Primera Marmo, thank you for the dub. Primera says, is 11 Le Bruyne a league merchant? No CL, no Euro. Yes, he is. And there is nothing wrong with being an EPL merchant. But yes, Kevin De Bruyne is an EPL merchant. He's a system merchant. And he isn't an elite player to the level of an Eden Hazard. And as this match showed, Eden Hazard is needed in this team. De Bruyne does not have the quality or the ability or that technique to carry a team on his back. He can't carry anything. He's not carrying nothing. He is Eden Hazard's side chick. A side chick can't carry anything. You need a wife. The wife is a woman who cooks and keeps the house together. A side chick is for partying. Okay, so you need someone to cook the meals, the bills, keep the house together, notch and so forth, and keep the house intact. That's what a wife does. A side chick can't do any of that stuff. A side chick is just there just to be, mess around. From Colin Lumsden, thank you for the dub, Colin Lumsden. So Colin says, do you notice the way they have been promoting Pedri during this tournament? Ronaldo and Messi are coming to the end. The new great white hype. Okay, now I wouldn't really call Pedri the white hype. I think that's more so Kane. But I don't think it's really high. I don't think that there's much hyping of Pedri, but he's played well. He's doing well. And look, the guy's 18 years old, 18, 19 years old. And to be pretty much holding down a place very comfortably in a Spanish side means something. And he's displacing Thiago. So he's benching guys like Thiago Alcantara and putting them on the bench, man. Look, Cristiano and Messi, they're coming to the end. Though, let's see what Argentina do. But we know those guys are not doing anything, man. But look, I don't think there's that much hype on Pedri. The only hype from Pedri is from Barca fans. Barca fans are the guys that say, "Oh my gosh, how far is this Pedri good?" Okay, cool. He ain't like this new wave Iniesta or so forth. But he's good for his age. Just chill. And that's the way he does in the semi. From YSK Jackson says, Insigne is pretty much the finesse shots personified. Oh, for sure. Like Insigne is an RB LB merchant, man. That is his main thing. He's an RB LB merchant. Like that's like he's always looking for that finesse shot. Every single time he's always looking for that finesse shots, man. So guys, remember, man, like the video. If you're new, like that video, guys, come on, guys, let's get to the fun. We'll go over 400 crack addicts here. We've got over 400 content crack addicts here, man. Like that video and subscribe. Like the video and subscribe. And remember to follow me on Twitter, man. To talk to me, follow me on Twitter. Follow your boy on Twitter, man. Follow your boy on Twitter, man. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Let me even get that. By the way, there. Where? Also, hit the website as well, man. HuffPoPod.com. Hit that website. Let's keep going. From Rambo339, who says, if I mention KDB, people will bring their scroll of excuses. Some guys are not fit for the biggest stage. It's okay to be a domestic merchant. De Bruyne is extremely good. He's very good. But there are varying degrees of how good you are. De Bruyne and Pogba are very good. Pogba is just a higher level of very good than De Bruyne is. All because you're a domestic merchant doesn't mean that you're trash. It means that you're very good. But when it comes to big boy, the big boy level, you're not cut out for it. And that's fine. That's fine. There is nothing wrong being a side chick. There's nothing wrong you relying upon an alpha and a main superstar to say, what's up? There's nothing. Because you have superstars, then you have the guy who assists superstars. De Bruyne is the guy who assists. The superstar is not the superstar. So, and there's nothing wrong with that. Not everybody can be an alpha. Not everybody has to be an alpha. We all have our different roles in life. And KDB just has to accept what his role in life is, which is that you are a domestic merchant and you are a side chick to the superstar when it comes to this high level of football. From Hamza 3096, who says, Belgium did their job. They knocked Portugal out. Look, man, I have to still thank the talk. You know, I've got to thank, because it's true. They did their thing, man. Oh, man, let me get a bit of this water, man. They did their thing, man. They did their thing for sure. All I need is basically I now have to rely on Sheik to say what's up. Sheik, I need you to get that G. I need you to get that G because my fear is even if Portugal are out, Cristiano could still end up golden boots with three penalties. That would be messed up. But yeah, Belgium, I still think, but it's also the way I think. Belgium, you knock out one of the favorites, and then you then lose to Italy. It just shows that you can never assume. Because once Belgium knocked out Portugal, everybody was saying that Belgium are going to say what's up. Belgium are going to be those dudes. You can never ever assume, man. From YSK Jackson says Tim's and R9 are very similar. Absolute zero CL merchants. YSK Jackson, you're smoking crack. Don't you ever in your life put Lukaku in the same existence or afterlife or before life or Genesis as R9. Never ever do that again. And R9 is a European Cup winner. He won the European Cup with Inter Milan, scoring in the European Cup final. So there you go. From Martin Rosales says, if you bet Italy semis win, you're welcome. Cash it. Fire emoji. Don't assume Italy are going to beat Spain in the semis. Guys, these Euros have shown us that do not, I repeat, do not assume. Because I think Spain could do something. I think Spain could do something because again, guys are always assuming. And you should never assume. Red Devil Studio, thanks for the dub. Never compare Pogba to KDB ever again. Those guys that, remember, we had like a hangout during the whole COVID thing. We had a hangout dedicated to KDB versus Labille, and there were guys who swore by KDB, who swore by him. These Euros is full confirmation that I never want to hear that comparison ever again. Based off what Pogba did in that game against Switzerland, based off what Pogba's done in these Euros, I never ever want to hear how many KDB passes got intercepted. You saw Pogba's passing that Mbappe screwed up. How many passes did KDB make that screwed up? Because yeah, he made that one pass across Lukaku, but how many passes did he make that always got intercepted or were too short? Never in your lives. Because I told you, this is where it ends. It ends now. I'm never, ever entertaining a Labille De Bruyne comparison ever again. It's done. It's finished. Never again. From Shan Shedegold, man. Thank you for the dog. Shan Shedegold says, that Lukaku miss reminded me of Yakubu. Shan, I don't. Maybe you're new here, but that name is banned in these here parts. So maybe you're new. Maybe you don't know how things here work and so forth. But that name right there is banned. That name right there is banned. So I don't know what you're smoking, man. But YouTube is your friend. Do yourself a favor and look at that miss by my Nigerian friend. Lukaku's miss wasn't great. That miss is an all-timer. It's an all-timer, man. From Mardig Baldanian, who says, Belgium has deficiencies. 4 tournaments proved it. Belgium do not have the character. Simple. Not everyone does. They lack that mentality. Talent alone will not make you win a tournament. You need character. You need character. Even when you look at Brazil in 02, they had character. You have to have character. This Belgium team yes, they lost. They're still an amazing, talented side. Look at how good this kid Doku looks like. But without the character and the matchman mentality, you can only go so far. From Abra Cadabra, man. Thank you for the dub. HH, are you doing Brazil versus Chile? Come on, Chile. Yes, I am. Guys, from 1 a.m., it's going to be a big hit for UK guys, but yes, I will be on Twitch. I will be on Twitch at 1 a.m. for that whole thing. Let me even put my own thing up here. Where's that? So yeah, that's my Twitch right there. So join and follow me on Twitch. All my watch-alongs are on Twitch. All my watch-alongs are on Twitch. And yes, I'll be doing a watch-along for Brazil and Chile. I just need to rest up, but yes, that will happen. I will be here to do a Brazil-Chile watch-along. Neymar, I 5-tuple dare you. I 10-tuple dare you to lose to Chile in Brazil. He wouldn't. He wouldn't dare. But yeah, guys, Brazil versus Chile. I will be here watch-along on Twitch. Join me on Twitch for the watch-along Brazil against Chile. From J. Jokin, man, thank you for the up. J. Jokin says, KDB lost the ball more times than completed passes. Let me say that again. From J. Jokin, who says, KDB lost the ball more times than completed passes. From Maxime Dagron, Belotti looks like the hunchback from 300. Maxime, Belotti is Igor's third cousin. It's a fact, and I will give you the proof in his birth paper and so forth. He is the third cousin of Igor. Yeah, yes. Well, I haven't watched the whole of 300, but yes, I think, well, he does look a bit like Hunchback, which is fine. You know, Hunchbacks are cool. Hunchbacks are cool. From MN says, give it up to Mancini. From those bricks in 2018 to this, yes. What a turnaround. What an amazing turnaround by Mancini, because 2018, shout out to that dude called Ventura. These guys were in the doldrums. These guys were in the doldrums. They were right in the pits. Because it's shocking to not qualify for a World Cup is shocking. So from where they were in 2018 to now in the semifinals of the European Championships, playing superb football. Like, this is huge, but it's not done yet. It's not done. Like, Mancini must be like, yes, I've done. Even if Italy were to go out, he's still done an amazing job, and this gives Italy a great foundation to build upon come the World Cup, where you now have to face African sides, South American sides, Asian sides, but they're looking good. Italy are looking great, and I think the bulk of the praise must be given to Mancini. Like, Mancini is of course, the players have their role, but Mancini is the biggest reason why they're like this. From Rodrigo Rodosman, thank you for the dub. Georgie, best midfielder at the Euro. He's Pirlo's ear. Jorginho has been good. He's been very, very good. And he's been definitely one of Italy's most important players. And he's held down that midfield beautifully. And I cannot wait to see what he does against Busquets in that blockbuster semi-final. But let's relax, because what if you say, "Oh, he's the next player, the next is Ballon d'Or," and he drops a disaster class in a semi? Let's see how the story ends. Because if Italy wins and Jorginho continues to play well, then we'll have a discussion. But yes, Jorginho has been balling. I told you, he's a UCL winner and a Chelsea player. He plays for the best club in the world, and he plays for the Champions League winners, the biggest club in the world. So once you're a UCL winner and you play for Chelsea, that sauce, it rubs off. It rubs off. From Martin Rosario says, no Italy semis minimum you break. Take off. Oh, so you bet on Italy reaching the semis. Martin, congratulations, man. Congratulations. Well done for that dub, man. I deserve half. Cash out me half of your winnings, man, because I inspire you. Take that cash. YSK Jackson says, my pro on PS career mode got more CLs than R9. YSK Jackson, are there wax in your ears? I said R9 has a European trophy. He won one with Inter Milan. So I don't know what you're on about. He's a European Cup winner and he scored in the European Cup final. So I don't know what you're smoking. He's already scored in the European Cup final. LSK Laxton again says, after that miss, he is Lomelu Timberland's Yakubu. Well, he actually said Yakabu. I don't know who Yakabu is. That dude that played for Nigeria in 2010, that is one of the greatest misses of all time. Lukaku's, he was missing off balance and so forth. This dude was facing goal right in there and he decided that I'm not going to score because I've been paid. I'm going to put that ball over there. It's different. Don't even compare the two. From What's Colchoneros, man. So who wins the Ballon d'Or at this rate? That's the big question. That is a big question. I have no idea. I have no idea because my thing is, what will make it interesting is if Argentina don't win the Copa America. Because if Argentina win the Copa America, it's a done deal. They'll give it to Messi. If they don't win the Copa America, it makes for a very interesting conversation. It makes for a very interesting conversation. Or they may just find, see, the sick thing is that they'll probably find a way to get Messi. Because if they say Argentina make it to the semis, they'll be like, oh, well, he was top scorer in La Liga, he made the semis, let's put him on the short list. And if Cristiano ends up being the golden boot, okay, well, he was top scorer in Serie, top scorer at the Euros. So, but an out-and-out Ballon d'Or favorite, it's difficult, which is what makes it interesting because it's like, who do you give it to? You know, what outstanding player has there been at these Euros? So I think that it is difficult to answer that until we see who wins the Copa America and who wins the Euros. Those are the two main things. After we see who wins the Copa America and Euros, then we'll be able to have a better idea. All right. What else are you guys saying? Lewandowski got robbed, but Neymar could win if he wins Copa. No, Neymar has no chance because what did he do in the Champions League? Like, he has no argument. Even if he wins the Copa America, because he flopped in the CL, so ain't gonna happen. The only guy from the Copa America that can win it, no, it's two: Cannibal or Messi. If Uruguay win and Cannibal says what's up, Jaws has a chance. Jaws has a chance. Does Kante get in over Jorginho, Barella, or Verratti, especially in the passing Italian system? Busquets probably does. Oh no, I think based on that system, he probably doesn't. You know, because I think that in that system, everybody needs to be a very high quality passer. But the thing with it is that he's still useful based on his defensive work. But Italy have only conceded 2 goals so far. Well, sorry, 3 goals. No, sorry, 2 goals. They've only conceded 2 goals. So they've not really needed a defensive stopper as of yet, man. So maybe you're not needed. From your boy Sage, man. Thank you for the dub, Sage. HH, if Jorginho wins the Euros with Italy. Now, it's a big if. I am not putting money down on Italy winning the Euros because these Euros has shown that anything can happen. So I don't know what's going to happen. But let's play the hypothetical game. If he wins the Euros with Italy, the thing with Ballon d'Or is that it's a popularity contest, and you need to be marketable. That's just why it makes things so interesting. But the issue is, if Italy win the Euros and Argentina or Uruguay win the Copa America, it's going to go to either Messi or the Cannibal. Now, if let's say Brazil win the Copa America and Italy win the Euros, I still think it's going to be hard to give it to Jorginho because you have to be truly exceptional and outstanding for the season. He's been very good, but look at the kind of guys who've won this competition. Whether it's Modric, it's Cristiano, it's Messi, it's George Weah, it's freaking Shevchenko. You have to be truly outstanding, but there's an argument. If he's a CL winner and a Euro winner, and he's been very important for both teams, there is an argument. There is an argument, man. I cannot deny that there's definitely an argument, man. Oh, sorry. To say, okay, I didn't mean about him overall as a player. Oh, no, look. Huge. It would be huge. Remember, this guy was just some dude that played for Napoli. But if he ends up with a CL winners medal and a Euros winners medal, then it's like, whoa. We now have to be looking at Jorginho differently. Remember, this was the same Jorginho who our dear friend Frank Homeboy benched. What was I? First, ask Pogba to do something for United, just like KDB did for Wolfsburg and City. Oh, give me a break. KDB flopped. Pogba didn't. Cry somewhere else. I know it's hot. Pogba showed that he has surpassed KDB and he's a far better player. I don't know. Were you listening? I told you I don't want to hear any of that African comparison. It's been done. It's already been proven. The narrative is done. Pogba has. Let's not deal with the other guys. He's dealt with KDB. I don't want to hear that trash comparison ever again. HHU slandering Jorginho on numerous occasions. Never. I never did, man. I always knew he was quality. I never did, man. I never did, man. I told you I don't want to hear KDB's name. It's done. I don't want to hear KDB's name. If Messi doesn't win the Copa, they'll cancel the Ballon d'Or again because of a sort of no true no. That is why you have to watch the referees in these Copa America games, because there are people who are desperate for Messi to win the Copa America. And like I used to, I don't want him to win the Copa America. And the thing is, guys, if Argentina win the Copa America, Messi can drop a disaster class in all the games. If Argentina win the Copa America, they are giving Messi that Ballon d'Or crown on the pitch. They're giving him to it on the pitch because the football world and the Ballon d'Or, basically the Ballon d'Or, they're desperate for this narrative. They're desperate for this narrative, man. You know. Yeah, but he's still a World Cup winner. Cry more. Mbappe has a World Cup, so does Pogba. And they both scored in the World Cup final. So please, there are levels to this. Have some respect to World Cup winners. Have some respect to World Cup. Yeah, I know it's hot. I know the World Cup winners. They bowled at the World Cup. Your loser goats did it, didn't do so forth and everything. I know, man. I know. It's harsh, man. Mahrez wasn't great in the AFCON final and still finished in the top 10 because Algeria won it. He was just okay for City that season. No, it's no. All that needs to happen is for Argentina to win. My argument is this, though, is that if Italy were to win, who from Italy gets the Ballon d'Or? Spain. That's what's crazy. If Spain win, who the hell do you give it to? Because Spain is just like a team. So if Spain win, who do you give it to? Now with England, let's see what Sterling does. But then even if England wins and Sterling goes up, it's like, now if Kane rises, Kane maybe is a strong argument based on what Kane did in the EPL season. But you know, as of right now, and I think I've even hearing some people saying it in the live chat. As of right now, give it to Lewandowski. As of this moment in time, right now, Lewandowski has the best argument because he broke a crazy record, 40 goals in 26 games. To score 3 goals with those fruit sellers is dud. I'm sorry, what he did at these Euros, scoring 3 goals with these side chicks and his dudes and his clowns, and getting 40 goals off of 2026 shots, and he wasn't there in that game against PSG. Lewandowski has the best argument, but it's a popularity contest, and they should give it to him based off how they screwed him over last season, in my view. From your boy King Gambani says, "Wow, okay, I'll marry." So King Gambani says, "I'll marry Rihanna before Jorginho wins the Ballon d'Or." Hashtag fraud. And guys, keep in mind, King Gambani is a Chelsea fan. He is a Chelsea fan. King Gambani is a Chelsea fan, and he's a fellow Nigerian. He's a compatriot of mine, and he's a Chelsea fan. Mbani, what if he does win this Ballon d'Or? Now, I can't envision or visualize Jorginho winning a Ballon d'Or. No, even if AC win this Euros, guys, let's be realistic. They're not giving the Ballon d'Or to Jorginho. It's not happening. That's not a realistic concept. All you can do is say, "Oh, well done for a great year." There's no winning Ballon d'Or, man. From Abracadabra, thank you for the job. Abracadabra says, LSG are building a super team. Ramos, Messi, Hakimi. Now, I don't know about Messi. I don't know about Messi. And the Ramos deal is not fully confirmed. But if these guys do get Ramos and Hakimi, and if Messi doesn't sign and signs for PSG, I think we're doing a 24-hour. I think we may have to do it a 24-hour. From your boy Sage, who says Jorginho and Kante or Goretzka and Kimmich in a pivot. Probably have to go with Jorginho and Kante. Because good as Goretzka and Kimmich are, Kante is too complete, and you've also got the very, very good passing and possession play of Jorginho. Although Goretzka and Kimmich ain't bad. But I think that, Goretzka's strength isn't his passing. His strength is his attacking play. And if you're saying in a pivot, the key to pivot is keeping possession on the ball, being able to pass it, but also being able to win the ball. Jorginho and Kante have better passing and ball retention than Goretzka and Kimmich. From Elad, thinking the double Elad, Pogba has the same legacy as Götze 2014 World Cup story. Keep crying. Pogba technically has shown how amazing of a player he is. He scored in a World Cup final. He also helped set up a goal in the World Cup final. And he was quality and important throughout that World Cup. And Pogba has arguably been the best player at these Euros. I am sorry, Pogba is clear. I don't want to hear anything from that fraud called Kevin. Okay? Kevin flopped. I'm sorry. I wanted him to do well. This was the game for him to show up. This was the game where he could show us, he's better than this was Pogba. This was the game. No Hazard, games on the line, and he dropped the ball. He flopped. He failed. He's not that good. He's not that dude. He's not in Labil's class. He was never in Labil's class. It's fine. He's a domestic merchant. He relies on Pep. He lives and breathes off Pep. Pep breastfeeds him. Okay? He gets his breastfeeding milk from Pep. That's what happens. Hey, that dude, deal with it. Accept it. Deal with it and accept it. Shout out to your boy Barella, man. Shout out to your boy Barella. I told you about your boy Barella. Barella was saying what's up, man. Barella was saying what's up. All right, let's see what your cats are saying, man. From your boy Khalil Khan. Thank you for the Khalil Khan. Thank you for the Khalil Khan. Khalil says, Elad, come on. Götze won the World Cup with the most amazing goal in football history. What has Labil done beside string together some passes and never track back? Shit. Khalil, did Pogba score in the World Cup final? Yes or no? Did Pogba score in a World Cup final? Yes or no? Did he ball in the World Cup final? Yes or no? Götze did not ball in the World Cup final. He just scored that winning goal. Pogba balled and he came clutch and he showed his moments. Look, how can you hate on the guy that puts forth the best? That is one of the best passing masterclasses we've ever seen. I've never seen a passing masterclass like that from either Xavi, Iniesta, or Modric in a single game. That Pogba passing masterclass supersedes anything I've seen from Modric, Iniesta, or Xavi in any game. So one of the best passing masterclasses I've ever seen. Topped off with a superb goal. Respect Nabil. That's what I ask for you. Respect the work winner. Respect Nabil. It is what it is. From your boy Mohammed. Thank you for the job, Mohammed. Mohammed says, if LSG don't win the UCL with Ramos, Hakimi, and Messi, then the entire Brook Academy needs to be named after them. Yes. Yes, Mohammed. If PSG gets all those players, if they get all those players, and they still don't win the UCL, then they're screwed. Then yes, I myself will clown them, man. I myself will clown them 100%, man. But you have to understand is that LSG have Neymar, Pogba, they have Neymar, Mbappe, and so forth, and they still can't get it done. Don't ever deny the trashness that is LSG, man. From Sage, thank you for the job. If Chelsea gets Erling Haaland and United gets Varane, Premier League fire emoji. Sage, I'm constantly on the phone to Bram. I need a striker. I told you we're coming for that treble. We are coming for that treble. So we're having Euros and Copa. That's right. Once new season starts, I'm going full on Chelsea mode. I'm going full on. I'm changing. I'm going full on Chelsea mode because I want that. I want that treble. But for us to get that treble, I need a striker, and I'm not giving up on Messi until Messi signs that so-called contract extension. Boom, there's still hope, guys. Guys, live chat. Let me ask you guys a question. How many people here believe Italy are winning these Euros? Let me know. How many of you guys believe that with this victory, Italy are winning these Euros? Italy are winning these Euros. What is it? Relax. Okay, you need to just take a deep breath and take a Kit Kat. Relax. So they have a chance. Nope. Wait, guys, don't sleep on Spain. Do not sleep on Spain. I repeat, do not sleep on Spain. Do not sleep on Spain. Shout out to your boy Kingabani, football member. Xavi and Iniesta are overrated. Somehow, the media, or I guess Barcelona fans, were able to convince the world that those two guys were just perfect. I would take Scholes, Kanté, and Modric over Xavi. Depends on what system. It depends on what system. That's the thing. It depends on what system. That's the key thing. It depends on what system. Because in a particular system, there are a few players better than Xavi. In a particular system, there are not that many players better than Xavi. So, let's just keep it real, man. The Verts winning best young player in the Euros. That Doku kid was pretty good, though. That Doku kid was pretty good, but Havertz was money. And if Limolena had a brain and actually knew how to play football, it could have happened, man. So okay, another question for the live chat. Belgium, it's over. Golden generation. Is the golden generation now over for Belgium? Live chat. Is the golden generation over for Belgium? Guys, remember, guys, like and subscribe. Watch alongs, man. Follow your boy on Twitch. Join and follow your boy on Twitch. Twitch.tv/halfhopehot. You dig. Brick generation. Probably, sadly, yes. It's over for Belgium. They won't do much in Qatar. Nope, they ain't doing anything in Qatar. Weak. But see, here's the thing. Weak is a strong word. Weak is a strong word. But as I said again, is these games, these tight games, you need. My issue with Belgium was always that I think these guys have talent and that's it. And they just believe that if we just play good football and we just play to the best of our abilities and we just use our talents, we'll win. No. You need this. You need this. The reason why Italy have football heritage and a football history is because, of course, if they have talents, they have character. They have character, and you need character. Character is key. Character is very key. The only reason why they beat us in 2018 is because Courtois went to God mode. Look, that was a close game. That was a real close game. And I would have loved to see Brazil against France, and I still think France would have won, but it is what it is, man. They said they said what's up to Brazil, man. They said what's up to Brazil. They said what's up to Brazil, man. What's this son? Who's more talented, Havertz or Mbappe? Talent, Havertz. Mbappe is more effective, and Mbappe is much more dangerous. But talented is Havertz because Havertz, he can play multiple positions because he can pass, he can create, he can dribble, he can finish, he can play as a striker, he can play as a number 10, he can play as an attacking midfielder. So in terms of talent, Havertz is more talented. But Mbappe is more effective. So Mbappe as an attacker can cause more. But see, Havertz has more abilities and a wider skill set. Passing, creativity, ball control, balance, finishing, shooting, aerial ability. So yeah. Bonucci and Chiellini pocketing Lukaku at 35 and 36. Well, it was mainly Chiellini. I think Chiellini was the guy who said, leave him to me, I'm going to take care of Lukaku. And I think which is why I always have questions about the cannibal. Because as good as even peak cannibal, whenever the cannibal was up against top teams, he always got swallowed up. I respect as a striker is, can you score against top defenders? Can you score against top teams? If you can score against top teams, then I believe in you. Then you can say that. But again, everybody wants to get on Lukaku and so forth. Lukaku is still a top striker. He is still a top striker. He just isn't top 3. You can still be top 5, but not get into that upper echelon of top 3. Top 3 is okay. You can ball against Chiellini. You can score against Chiellini. You can do this against this. So it's fine. So, from your boy, Mr. Mans, thank you for the dub, Mr. Mans, thank you for the dub. The Us will be out until November. He is done. That isn't funny. So I don't know what you mean by those emojis. That isn't funny. That's sad. That's bad. And that is not good. So I don't know why you're thinking about it. And yeah, look, man, I don't even know what to say. That's just trash. I mean, football has lost a quality player, man. Lost a quality player. Guys, remember to hit that website, havefootball.com. Remember to follow your boy on Twitter at Haverpot. Follow your boy on Twitter at Haverpot. What is it? At Haverpot, man. Guys, Italy, well done. Congrats. Superb game. This best game of the tournament. 100%. This was the game of the tournament because both teams went at it and both teams struck huge blows. I think the difference that we saw in this was character. And I believe that Italy were braver, they were strong, and I think Italy were far more prepared both defensively and offensively to deal with Belgium. And Barella has now shown that this is a kid that needs to be recognized. Insigne has to score again one of the goals of the tournament, and Georgia wants revenge against Spain because we all know what happened when they faced Spain the last time. They got that ass with the 4-piece circumcision. So for Italy, the job isn't done. It's not done yet. It is not done yet. They have a huge game against Spain and a very, very different kind of game. An opposition that would now cause them something different. But for Italy, this was a huge scalp, a massive scalp. And I think that they really haven't put people even more so on notice with this victoire. For Belgium, the golden generation is finished. For Lukaku, he's a top 5 striker. He's not a top 3 striker. And for De Bruyne, he's an amazing player, but he's a domestic merchant. And I feel like this spells the official end of the golden generation. It probably was somewhat of the end in the World Cup, but I think this is more so of the official end, where like as of right now, it's over, it's finished. So Mr. Sage says, if Tuchel wins back-to-back CLs, does he replace Lep? Yes. If he wins back-to-back CLs, he surpasses Lep 100%, because he's done so with much less money than Lep. I mean, Lep has spent the amounts that a country has, and it doesn't. Sage, don't worry, man. Don't worry. We'll get a striker. We're coming back. We're coming home. The trophy's coming. I want that treble. I need that treble. Guys, peace out. Stay true. Stay real. And from your boy, your main man, Half Hope, we ride. Italia.